Sam Smith and Christian Cohen. Sam is a 5-time Grammy Award winner who was first linked to fashion designer Christian back in January of 2023, and the couple was spotted together in London, New York, and Paris. Lucky. And this was Sam's first public relationship since his split from Brandon Flynn, who is best known for his role in 13 Reasons Why. Sam would even support their partner Christian, as he would be pictured supporting his New York Fashion Week show. In fact, they first met when Christian collaborated with Sam on the costumes for his music video, I'm Not Here to Make Friends. And it seemed like all things were going smoothly, as they were last pictured together on December 14th at a New York party, but have since parted ways. Mail Online revealed the couple's split, and Sam is back on the app Raya in hopes of finding a new partner. And if you don't know what Raya is, it's a celebrity dating app, so if you're single and dating Sam Smith is on your 2024 bingo card, go download the app. And for our number 9, we have Offset and Cardi B. These two began dating in 2017, but that wasn't without any ups and downs throughout the years, as there was several breakup rumors related to Offset's alleged cheating. Since they are both huge music stars, they often appear at events such as the Grammys alongside one another, and of course they welcomed their daughter Culture into the world back in 2018, and their son Wave was born in 2021. And the reason why breakup rumors began flooding was all thanks to Instagram, as fans noticed the two unfollowed each other on social media. And on December 11th of 2023, just days away from the new year, Cardi confirmed on Instagram Live that her and Offset did separate, and she wasn't sure how to tell her fans this news, but did want to start off 2024 open and fresh. She also added that she was curious for a new life and a new beginning, and shares her excitement for the new journey. And just weeks before this announcement, there was a whole drama surrounding cheating rumors once again, but this time it seems to be the end of the two rappers' love story for good, at least for now. And for number 8, we have Rachel Lindsay and Bryan Abasolo. Many tuned into their televisions to watch and catch up on their latest episode of the popular dating show, The Bachelorette, as they ship different contestants in hopes their romance carries on past the show. Back on season 21 of The Bachelor, Lindsay gained fame as she was the first black lead on any franchise of The Bachelor when she was chosen to be the Bachelorette in 2017, and that is when she chose Bryan. And after 4 years of marriage, the two decided to part ways. Court records showed that Bryan filed to end their marriage on January 2nd due to irreconcilable differences, and on social media he wrote, "After more than 4 years of marriage, Rachel and I have made a difficult decision to part ways and start a new life. My parents have been married forever, and I'm a family man, but sometimes loving yourself and your partner means you must let go." And Rachel has not responded to the news yet. And for number 7, we have Meadow Walker and Lewis Thornton Allen. The late Fast and Furious star Paul Walker's daughter Meadow and her husband Lewis announced in the co-statement on Instagram on December 27th, literally a few days before the new year, that they have decided to end things. The statement read, "Statement from the two of us. After 3 wonderful years of marriage, we have come to the agreement to amicably separate. This is truly a united decision, and we sincerely hope that everyone can respect our wishes for privacy. We maintain mutual love and respect for one another, and will continue to support each other." And their wedding back in 2021 made headlines after Vin Diesel was the one to walk Meadow down the aisle, which warmed many hearts. And for number 6, we have Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. This couple instantly got hate and still do ever since they were first spotted together. Although they have not split, at least that we know of, a lot of people all over social media, especially TikTok, have shared their thoughts on this relationship, as many predict it'll probably end this year, especially since the relationship was built on top of crumbled foundation. And this is because a lot of people believe the timeline on how the two separated from their partners and then got together was questionable, as many labeled Ariana and Ethan homewreckers, especially because Ethan and his former wife Lily J, who was his high school sweetheart, welcomed the child with him just a year prior. And according to sources, Ariana would always hang out with the couple and tell them how their baby made her want one of her own. Although Ethan and Ariana have been quiet on this conversation, Lily J told the media that Ariana was not a girl's girl, and now her family is in collateral damage. While drama aside, the two were spotted days before Christmas having dinner in New York with Ariana's father, and they dined at Ariana's family's favorite Italian restaurant, and that was after they watched Ethan in his new broadcast musical Spamalot. What do you think? And for number 5, we have Zac Brown and Kelly Yazdi. This country singer was romantically seeing actress and model Kelly Yazdi, and in 2022 he popped the question in Hawaii, and according to one source, it was a very intimate and the couple kept things private. They ended up tying the knot in August of 2023, and just 4 short months later, there was already breakup rumors. And this was because many realized Kelly deactivated her Instagram and then reactivated again, but used her maiden name, and also removed all traces of Zac off her page. And on December 29th, the two shared a joint statement to multiple outlets reading, "We are in the process of divorce, our mutual respect for one another remains. We wish each other the best and will always appreciate our time together. And for our number 4, we have Mariah Carey and Bryan Tanaka. These two met as Bryan was a dancer and choreographer who has worked alongside Mariah for many years. But in 2016, that is when their relationship became public, and this was shortly after Mariah's engagement to billionaire James Packer ended. Mariah and Bryan would post each other on social media, be spotted on dates, and of course, no relationship is perfect, and they had a brief breakup in April of 2017. And TMZ reported that Mariah broke things off with Bryan due to several issues, including jealousy and expenses. A source from People also said the two's relationship was just a way for Mariah to be distracted after her breakup, but just a month later, they were spotted kissing and going on dates once again. But just a day after Christmas of 2023, Bryan confirmed his split from the singer in a statement on Instagram that read, "With mixed emotions, I share this personal update regarding my Abasolo's separation from Mariah Carey after 7 extraordinary years together. Our decision to embark on different paths is mutual as we navigate these separate journeys. We do so with profound respect and an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the valuable time we've shared. The memories we've created and the artistic collaborations are etched in my heart forever." So maybe all Mariah wants for Christmas is someone new. And at number 3, we have Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake. We all know 2023 was a huge year for Justin Timberlake, especially after his ex, Britney Spears, released her memoir with information that the public didn't know before, and that included her falling pregnant with Justin's child when the two were 19. Although Britney pictured herself one day having a family with Justin, this was just earlier than she had anticipated. But Justin wasn't so happy about the pregnancy and told her he didn't want to be a dad. She ultimately did end up terminating her pregnancy, which she shares regret for. And following this news, Justin faced a ton of backlash, with people even flooding his wife's social media about how they felt like Justin and news with Britney was tragic. While celebrity psychic Adam Norton spoke to Celebrity Tidbit about his predictions on this couple. Although the two have been married for 10 years and together for 16, according to Adam, they are on the top of the list of celebrity divorces. He also predicted the separation between them will be quite toxic. But of course, this is just Adam's prediction, so I guess we'll see if he has it right or wrong. And for number 2, we have AJ McLean and Rochelle McLean. The Backstreet Boys member AJ and his wife Rochelle announced they were getting a divorce, so I guess he really wanted it that way. Okay, bad time for reference, but the two met in 2008 as Rochelle was a hair and makeup stylist and waitress, and although she initially turned him down, he asked her out again in 2009, and it was their first date. He ended up proposing to Rochelle a year later on his birthday, and they tied the knot in December of 2011 at the Beverly Hills Hotel in a gothic-themed ceremony. And in 2012, they welcomed their daughter Elliot, who was born as Ava, but decided to change her name because there was too many Avas and the name didn't speak to her, and in 2017, they welcomed their second daughter Lyric. But in March of 2023, after nearly 11 years of marriage, the two confirmed to US Weekly that they were temporarily separating, but were hoping they could reconcile in the future. They admitted marriage is hard, but worth it, and mutually decided to separate temporarily to work on themselves and on their marriage with hopes of building a stronger future, and that was their plan. And in November 2023, AJ shared that the two were still friendly and working on the relationship. Although they lived separately, they were in couples therapy as well as individual therapy, and on an episode of a podcast with Cheryl Burke, he stated, "We just have to rebuild something that was never there from the beginning." And on January 1st of 2024, they shared a joint statement that they decided to officially end their marriage, and they shared their main focus now is moving forward in the healthiest way possible with friendship and co-parenting their daughters most importantly. And in our number 1 spot, we have Kathy Griffin and Randy Bick. The comedian began dating Randy in 2011, but the two broke up for a brief period in November of 2018, and in April of 2019, they were spotted once again together and confirmed they were indeed seeing each other once again. And that same year, the two announced their engagement and even shared how the dress Kathy wore during the wedding was the same dress she wore on their first date. But just recently, Kathy filed for divorce from Rick, and this was just days before what would have been their 4-year wedding anniversary. But the date listed for their separation was December 22nd of 2023, and according to insiders, Kathy split with Randy after he became too much of a homebody and stopped sharing her enthusiasm for life. Some sources say that Kathy felt like divorce was the only option if she were to ever feel like herself again after she began to grow apart away from her husband. And as unfortunate and hard as this was for her, she felt like this was the only way to feel like herself again as they began growing apart instead of growing with each other.
Stormy? You look like mommy, baby.
Yeah, Stormi looks like Kylie, but Kylie has a little bit of Timothée on her lips or something. I mean, have you seen the Golden Globes? Hate them or love them? Let's dive deeper. Firstly, there is a debate if their relationship is even real. They look like complete opposites as a couple. Oops, wrong photo. I think many people are just shocked that this couple even exists. Definitely wasn't on my 2023 or 2024 bingo card. And some believe it's for PR, as we all know celebrities and relationships get more media attention on them, especially when they show up together to public events. Golden Globes. Let's put it out there now. These two have never publicly confirmed or really talked about their relationship, but sometimes actions speak louder than words, as the public for the most part has just assumed that these two are dating. But for those who are critical, maybe for a good reason, because you know what they say, the devil works hard but Kris Jenner works harder. And I would be lying if I said I 100% believe their relationship. I don't know, I'm kind of 50-50. Have you also seen their public interactions? They're not often spotted together, but when they are, there's always so many posts about them. But according to sources, the majority of their life together is out of the spotlight. Do you think Kylie and Timothée are really into each other, or are they just part of Kris Jenner's plans to dominate and take over the world? Just kidding, but are they a PR stunt? I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are. And a few months ago, many reports claimed that they were just casually seeing each other. But after the Golden Globes, a source discussed how the dynamic between Kylie and Timothée has evolved. Apparently, Kylie said "I love you" to Timothée at the Golden Globes. Yeah, there's even video evidence. Let's take a look.
I love your shoes.
And I love you.
Excuse you, Kylie, too much gold leaves and caviar. Their voices sound different, and obviously this is a joke, but they're mouthing on "I love you," arguably correct or incorrect. In fact, they shared how they're both super serious, yeah, not just serious, but super serious, and involved in each other's everyday lives, and even families on both sides included. Wow, meeting the parents is exciting. I honestly forget celebrities do stuff like that too. And apparently, momager Kris and Kim have been especially supportive and think there's a lot of potential, which oddly enough I kind of agree with, although Timothée is like the complete opposite of Travis. It's maybe what she needs, but it didn't seem too promising when they first said these two were casual, but now it looks like they have been linked for almost a year and things have been getting more serious. I am kind of rooting for them, I don't know. And in Kylie's past relationship with the rapper Travis Scott, who they share 2 children with, Stormi, their 5-year-old daughter, and Air, who is their 1-year-old son. And although none of the Kardashians/Jenner clan have officially given a reason to the public on why the two split, there were many sources and media claims which discussed the alleged reason these two broke up. I mean, they did take a break in the past before making things work, but ultimately broke up again, and when that didn't work either, I mean, they did take a break in the past before making things work, but ultimately broke up when that didn't work either. But who knows, third time might be a charm. But according to a source who spoke to People, Kylie is very focused on her kids as well as her many business ventures and is not a very big partier. But Travis, on the other hand, is apparently the total opposite, as he likes to party, but they have always had their differences. But I guess over time, it began to cause conflicts that interfered with their relationship. And of course, these two were not shy from cheating rumors and their off and on relationship. And if you're wondering why I'm even talking about Travis, it's because issues that popped up in past relationships are always factors for new relationships. Even if they are completely different people, these issues could have an impact on how you act and whatever insecurities you and your past partner had to work through, even if that means your new partner. And it's not always as easy as it seems. Hate her or love her, a lot of people think Kylie is a great mom to her babies, and on TikTok, I always see how people are talking about how Kourtney and Kim aren't necessarily the best behaved, but Stormi seems polite and kind. I mean, have you seen Stormi's patient challenge video? Let's take a look. I can't get over how cute Stormi is. She is literally just a little doll. And ultimately, she probably will put her kids first, and that includes before her relationships. Sorry, Timothée, baby over Willy Wonka. Don't get the wrong idea. But of course, being a mom is challenging, as you probably want your kids to like your new partner, but also co-parent with your ex, which can sometimes be messy. When mommy duties call, you gotta answer them. And of course, she has nannies and others who help take care of her kids, but ultimately, mom knows best and will put her kids' needs before her own. So if things with Timothée or really any future partner doesn't seem like it's working in the dynamic with her children, then the future of that relationship would be questioned. Plus, we see this happen with other celebrity couples like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, where allegedly Brad was not the best partner or parent towards their children and caused the two to split. Obviously, that's a different situation, but regardless, kids before men, or women, or anyone. As we all know, Hollywood couples don't have the best reputation for being long-lasting couples, and a part of the reasoning could be all the media attention and pressure. Especially when you're an A-list celebrity, the paparazzi will try to possibly invade your privacy in order to get an inside scoop on your relationship, and of course, this pressure has caused a lot of couples to keep their relationship as private as possible. One scroll on TikTok and you can find people already mocking their relationship. I mean, watch this, but heads up, if you're afraid of feet, maybe close your eyes.
Oh my god, someone on Twitter said that this is Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet in the back together, and I can't unsee it.
Sorry, I saw this video and spat my water out because yeah, imagine being Kylie and that just pops up. Kylie and her family are often in front of cameras, and she specifically has been filmed basically every day of her life since they started their reality show when Kylie was just 10 years old. Yeah, kinda crazy to imagine how your life would never be the same from that young age. I was still playing with dolls at 10, definitely not a reality star, but I am kinda jealous of the money she's making. Having a public relationship is almost like you're being watched on every day and interaction you have with your partner. I don't know about you, but I think with time it would be annoying to have every intimate moment filmed, but also I get it if they're in public, but not when they're in the comfort of their own home. I mean, there's tons of stories of celebrities having helicopters fly over their backyard in order to see what they're up to, and I personally think that's too far. I feel like there should be more in place when it comes to privacy, but also paparazzi need to make money too. Do you think more regulation should be in place, or does it not really affect you because these stars knew what they were getting themselves into? Another thing to consider is the distance. I mean, they do have the luxury to fly their private jets to hang out whenever they get the chance, but the distance is still there. Timothée is dominating the movie industry as it appears his career is doing better than it ever was before, and because he's an actor, it's quite demanding when he has to be on the set of a new film for long periods of time. And Kylie is quite the girl boss herself as she has multiple business ventures, kids, and plenty of family members, which is sure to keep her busy. So it's never going to be certain when these two will have time to see each other. I'm sure schedules overlap, or when they finally can see each other, it may not be for long periods of time. But of course, they could also make it work. Distance can make the heart grow fonder. I mean, that's definitely true because if you spend too much time with me, you'll probably be annoyed because I do talk too much. When you first get to know someone, it's pretty easy to be caught up in the honeymoon phase, and it seems like nothing else matters or can be better than right in that moment. But once the honeymoon phase is over, you can begin to view things differently when challenges start to come out and you have to work through them in order to have things work. But it is definitely going to be extra hard if the two realize that they may be more different than they originally thought. So far, it's been a year since the two first met and kicked things off, and things seem smooth sailing. But with more time, you see more flaws about your partner, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because relationships aren't meant to be easy, especially because you're no longer considering your own emotions but also your partner's, and in this case, kids and family. Long relationships are hard to maintain, but when you do find the right person, it's worth all the ups and downs and challenges. So I really do hope that these two are able to make things work. We all know these two influence a whole generation as they are public figures, but they're also influenced. Yeah, influenced by influencers. Just like everyday people like you and I, your family's thoughts on your partner can ultimately drive you two closer or even apart. We all know Kylie's family is quite outspoken when they feel like something is right or wrong. I mean, Kourtney's relationship with Scott was very impacted by Kourtney's family. After all, Scott cheated on her multiple times and her family was upset she stayed. And don't forget Khloe's relationship with Tristan. I mean, even Penelope isn't the biggest fan of her ex-man, and I don't really blame her. So far, it seems like Kris and Kim are extra supportive, but things can change for the better or worse. Plus, Timothée has a sister and parents of his own, and in-laws can become a challenge, but I won't fast forward there quite yet. And both Timothée and Kylie's family are in the public eye. Kylie's maybe a bit more, but regardless, that gives extra pairs of eyes on them. Apparently, Travis is not so happy with Kylie moving on, but the two are still focused on co-parenting and being the best parents they possibly can be. But in July of 2023, Travis seemed to have a little comment about this relationship, because on a track called Meltdown, he talks about Willy Wonka, which is Timothée's role in the new movie. And according to a source who spoke to People back in April of 2023, they said Kylie and Timothée were just hanging out and getting to know each other, but also added they hung out a few times but aren't that serious, but they were hoping to get to know each other and see where things go. Plus, they also said that Timothée is a gentleman and treats Kylie with respect. He's been charming and makes her laugh, and unlike any other guy she's been with. And this was after rumors began to emerge as Kylie's black Range Rover was pictured outside of Timothée's Beverly Hills home, and all these pictures did not even show Timothée or Kylie, but the car being there was enough for the media outlets to go crazy. Apparently, Travis wasn't so stoked about this news as fans noticed he commented on a post by Kylie Cosmetics before deleting it after rumors about Kylie and Timothée started. Yeah, sneaky. Let's take a look. One thing for sure, Travis wasn't lying. Kylie looked great, but also the fact he deleted his own comment after is funny to me that sometimes celebrities are petty like us. Plus, after the Golden Globes, Daily Mail reported that Travis Scott, according to insiders believe that Kylie and Timothee's very public interactions and lip-locking action was Kylie trying to get at him. Travis also apparently gets agitated anytime he sees Kylie with Willy Wonka. Oops, I mean Timothée. And he also tries his best to avoid seeing his ex with her potentially new man, but the Golden Globes he wasn't able to escape. He also thinks she downgraded, which is a hot debate that I obviously want to know if you like Kylie with Timothée or Travis together. But it's clear he's not so happy as he expressed it through music, which can potentially cause a wedge between Kylie and Timothée. Or maybe not, who knows. Although it appears all celebrity couples live out glamorous lives, well, behind the scenes, the demand for fame is less than glamorous. Their whole persona and who they present themselves as can impact their career. I mean, Rachel Ziegler faced so much backlash after the public saw how she talked about Snow White despite her role as the princess herself. And Timothée and Kylie both hold the same celebrity responsibility when it comes to self-marketing. Kylie literally gets paid for promoting items, and if her relationship with Timothée somehow gets in the way, that could potentially impact her business, or could make it better. Imagine we got a Kylie Cosmetics and Timothée Chalamet collab. I'd like a lip kit in the shade Timmy, please.